Hey guys, Nathan at Duck River Honey, and as you can see, I've got another swarm here. It was a high in the low 50s yesterday, got down to 32 overnight. So I'm really hoping it didn't frost up in the trees because tulip poplar is going right now. It's only in the low 60s today for a high, and I thought that I would be safe from swarms, but it is sunny and calm, so I decided to swing by my apiary and make sure I didn't have one hanging, and sure enough, I've got a massive one. So this is the nicest swarm I've had so far. They're on a horizontal branch, they're low to the ground. I can get underneath them, so pretty happy about this. We're gonna get to moving on them. I don't want them to take flight before I can get them. So I think what I'm going to do, since they're on this branch in several different places, I'm going to try to scoop them off with my hand into the bucket. Get a bunch of bees in the box here. I'm gonna go ahead and put frames in here. Slow them down from leaving. And I'll get an inner cover on. They are gathering at the entrance here. So now I'm going to shake the rest of the bees down and look for the queen. Hopefully she's in the box already. If not, the bees will tell me. They're all fanning, that's a good sign. Trying to find each other. They are going to the box. The bees that are reforming on the limb here are pretty runny, and I don't believe the queen is up here. I believe the queen is probably in the box there or on the tarp. There's enough bees here. I think I'm going to give them another box. I think they're going to be crowded in that one. Well guys, I think that we got the queen to move in on the first or second bucket scoop, which is luck. That didn't take any skill. But it appears that they're all moving in, so we'll come back and check on it later and then get them situated on a hive stand tonight or tomorrow morning. Good afternoon, guys. I got this hive, or this swarm hived yesterday and moved them last night. It was a quick and easy move. Everything went pretty smooth, so now I'm going to get them on the bottom board that I want, get a feeder inserted, and give them some feed. Just get them settled in. Hopefully they'll love it. Boy, this hive here is busy. We're bringing in pollen, doing orientation flights. Really, really busy. That's good to see. It's been raining on and off this morning, so I'm sort of expecting these bees to be, well, they may not be in the greatest of moods. We'll soon find out. That went pretty smooth. Go ahead and get an entrance reducer put in. We'll open them up. A lot of bees up top. That's a good sign. I'm actually going to pull their top box off just to make sure that my frame spacing in this next box is good, because they will be drawing a lot of comb in the next week or two. I want it to be straight and I don't want cross comb. Moving these things around when the frames are not glued together, they get jostled, so it's easy for them to get spacing messed up. Something you want to check for sure. A lot of bees up top. That's good. I'll give them a little bit of smoke here, just to get them down some. Looks like the fewest bees are on these two frames. I'm going to have to remove two frames so the feeder will fit. Since they're already festooning over here on the left-hand side, and I'll remove the frames that are over on this side. just by moving all of these frames at once like I'm doing, the spacing stays constant so you don't squish bees. It's just a good habit. I'm going to give them a splash now, just so they'll find it quickly and fill up. So I think this takes me to 17 hives. I started the year with 9. I'm up to 17 now. And we're in tulip poplar bloom. Black locust has not bloomed yet. Blackberry has not bloomed yet. And I really think that the next 2 weeks will be busy for swarms. I'm at 17 hives now. I may have to shrink back to 16, and I'll cull some, you know, before winter. You always want to do that. It's better to cull a hive out and combine them than it is to let them be a dead out over winter. So my goal is to get to around 25 or 30 hives by fall, and to get there I may get up to as many as 35 before I combine and cull back. So we're on our way. Things are going pretty good so far. I think all these swarms have come from my own hives though, so that's really going to hurt my honey production, which was another goal I had this year. But we'll see. Some of these swarms are big enough that they've got the potential to make honey. I've still got the rest of the tulip poplar flow, black locust flow, and then white Dutch clover. And that's before we get into, you know, stuff that I plant. Like I plant buckwheat every summer to give them a good summer forage. I've also got yellow and white sweet clover planted, but it is a true biennial, and I planted it last fall, so it won't bloom until next summer. I'm trying to get that established so that I can have it going every year as a summer forage, because we typically get a pretty good summer dearth depending on how dry it is. Alright, these guys should be pretty happy with life right now. They've just discovered a huge food source in here that's going to help them draw these boxes out. They've got the bees to do it pretty quickly. I'll leave this stuff here until later. The bees will sense where the hive is and they'll crawl up and go in. So they'll find their way home. Instead of trying to shake them out and them getting lost and everything, I'll just leave this here until later. Well guys, that's going to be it for this one. If you like my channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. That helps me spread the word. This is the 8th swarm catch I've done this year, and you guys didn't see the 7th swarm catch I did. The 7th swarm catch I did this year, I actually forgot to turn the microphone on, so it had no sound. I had to scrap the entire video, and it was a cool video. The swarm, I had to deal with poison ivy to get into them, and then I actually found 2 queens in that swarm. Pretty neat stuff. This one was very tame by comparison. These are the nicest bees that I've dealt with this year. This was an easy swarm to get. They just worked just exactly like they're supposed to. So I'm happy with them. Guys, I'll see you next time.